Have you ever picked up a book, read it multiple times over several years, and then one day, completely out of the blue, it finally clicks and changes everything? That's exactly what happened to me with Jen Sincero's You Are a Badass at Making Money. I read that book 5 times over 3 years. 5 times. And every time I thought, okay, I'm finally ready for this to work for me. But no matter how many times I read it, nothing changed. The thing is, I had struggled with money my entire life. I grew up believing that the only way to make it was by doing what others expected. Get a real job, make a lot of money, make everybody proud. That was the formula I was taught, and for a long time I believed it. And because I believed it, I chose to follow the formula until that choice was taken away from me. In 1979, while I was still in college, my parents withdrew their financial support for my education because I had come out as openly gay. In an instant, I was thrown into survival mode. No emotional support, no spiritual support, no financial support. I was completely on my own, not by choice, but by necessity, trying to figure out who I really was, what I really wanted, and what success even meant to me. I tried everything, anything that might help me stay afloat. And after years of struggle, I finally landed the right job, the one that was supposed to be the answer. It paid a lot, it had the title, it made me look good, successful. But inside, nothing had truly changed. For decades, I chased security, believing if I just got it right, I'd finally feel safe, whole, free. But no amount of success could give me what I hadn't yet claimed: my self-worth, my emotional sovereignty, my self-wealth. I was trapped in the shadows of doubt that I could ever succeed on my own terms, and confusion about what truly mattered. These weren't just thoughts, they were energetic patterns that blocked my ability to receive abundance in all its forms. The kind of energetic patterns we've all come up against in our lives. It wasn't until I was deep into my work with human design and the gene keys, tools that helped me reconnect with my highest self, that I began to see how every experience had shaped me to choose myself in a whole new way. That shift became real one morning in Provincetown when I overheard a stranger say 8 words that cracked me open, allowing me to find myself. I'm finally living life on my own terms. It hit me like lightning, because for all I'd endured, all I'd survived, I still hadn't truly defined what living on my terms looked like. In that moment, I realized I had never claimed my full power. Not because I couldn't, but because I had been waiting for permission I didn't need. Suddenly, Jen Sincero's words about money, self-connection, and inner abundance finally landed. Not just intellectually, I embodied them. For the first time, I didn't just understand these principles, I felt them resonating in me, cellularly. There was a physical sensation of alignment, like all the scattered parts of myself were suddenly coming into coherence. My energy shifted from contraction to expansion. I felt lighter and more connected to myself than I had ever felt in my life, because I had lived the journey from survival to sovereignty. And now I was ready to live as my highest self, aligned, empowered, free. And when I stepped into this aligned state, my financial reality transformed as well. Money began flowing to me with an ease I'd never experienced. Not because I was working the age-old formula harder, but because I'd removed the beliefs that I couldn't make it on my own terms. Within months, I manifested $300,000 through opportunities that felt effortless and aligned with this new me and my true purpose. Success isn't about how hard you work. It's about how deeply you connect with your truth, your energy, your own terms. What beliefs might you be carrying that aren't truly yours? What would change if you gave yourself permission to live your way? Because the real wealth is living your truth, fully, freely, and fearlessly. Until next time, I'm Dave with Gentle Mastery, reminding you, peace is the ultimate power. Gentle is the ultimate strength. Your connection to your highest self is your greatest wealth.